the finished product is right behind me, as you guys can see. He's just pulling it in. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about this truck, and I'm gonna say the cleanest Duramax that you're gonna see in the US of A. You'll see here in this video, once we assembled everything, there was about 6 of us. We went ahead and just tackled it after all the parts were cleaned up, everything was done. We essentially assembled this thing in one day, and we were actually able to fire the truck up. So it's kind of cool. It was a build that we were hiding from you for quite some time. So I can't wait to wrap this one up. Something sort of special. Mark, the owner of Kodiak Truck, he actually built this truck for his wife. She has no idea. What he's gonna do is he's actually gonna give this truck to her on camera, get her reaction. I think it's gonna be worth your time to watch till the end. Hey, before we get started, guys, if you don't know, we are giving away the LMM Duramax. This is an 08. This thing's absolutely beautiful, 6-inch lift kit. But what we're doing with this truck is we're actually gonna be using a portion of the proceeds to get back to the DAV. It's gonna help out wounded and disabled veterans. Good luck, guys. I'll leave that link in the description below. Let's get started.
This truck is two-wheel drive. We're converting this truck to four-wheel. I'm sure you're gonna wanna probably shoot some videos on this and show your viewers how we're gonna do it. It's gonna get a lift kit. It ain't having the highway tires on it anymore. We got a built transport already, transfer case. Strap this transfer.
Hold on. In a little bit more.
In?
Yeah. Or tilt forward. Stop. Jesse, grab me a bolt.
Go ahead and start it.
Yep, that's it.
Done. You know, I don't understand how anyone can paint anything red. What is wrong with people? I don't get it.
Yeah, I did get the bottom one right. There's something wrong with those people. Okay, as long as the gun's here, there's switches to the mount once we get over.
Sitting on, Mark, a 64 millimeter
64,
RDS?
64 RDS, yep. Studded. We didn't go crazy on this. You know, I'm not looking for big horsepower. I'm looking for more reliability than anything. We did new up pipes on it because up pipes were a little crusty looking and whatnot. And the manifolds, bolts broke off in the manifolds. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise how everything came together on that. But built transfer case.
I think we should hit on a video on the other YouTube channel, just an explanation video for some of you guys that want to learn how to convert your two-wheel drive Allison to a four-wheel drive.
We're gonna have to go way forward and then kick it back. Or floor jack. Or floor jack under the rear.
That's good. Yeah, we got to go a good foot backwards.
Yeah, about a foot, about right. Ben's gonna have to go over probably a half-inch, but I think we can still work it in.
Yeah, once it hits this mount, it'll slip in.
All right, rev it up really, really high.
Should we just like rev limiter full send?
Yeah, full send. Let's go.
You know what this truck looks like in my head done already, which is really gonna push me hard now to get it finished here in the next couple weeks.
This thing turned out sweet.
That is the exact combination I was looking for. The short bed, the dually, sitting stout, old school Super Swamper TSLs. Use my old school Alcoa aluminum wheels. I spent hours polishing those things. Even went through and polished the aluminum drive shaft we put in it. You know, Robert at S&S did a fantastic job on the paint work. They did all the paint on it. First time I drove it was today, and love it. Blew right down the road at 65 miles an hour, and it's pretty cool. Had the old Super Swamper growled in them tires. It was like I was 22 years old again. So yeah, it was worth it. I love doing this stuff, and the finished product, like I say, I'm super happy with the cowl hood, the billet grill, the paint out, everything. I mean, it's how I envisioned it done.
If you're not excited about this, I don't know what to tell you. This is the cleanest Duramax in the US of A. 05 Duramax. I don't care what anybody says.
The old man put blood, sweat, and tears into. Well, I don't know about tears, but I know he put blood and sweat into it.
No tears, just lots of blood.
Lots of blood.
No tears, so lots of
Yeah, lots of sweat.
Yeah.
Well, this is why I say it's so clean, guys. Well, first of all, I applaud you, sir, for running the Super Swampers. It's cool because it gives you that new school sort of look, but still keeps the integrity of the old school.
Really didn't have a huge vision on this one, but as he was putting it together, you could start seeing everything come together, and I definitely think the Swampers were a good call for sure.
What kind of paint did you use on this frame?
They did the frame in a black epoxy, and they did a fantastic job on it. Gary at Diversified Truck in Big Bend, Wisconsin did that for us. I got to give a shout out to, there's a number of people that did help me on this. You know, I went on Marketplace at times. I was having a hard time coming up with a cowl hood. I couldn't come up with one. So there's a young fella up in West Bend named Josh K Truck Parts. I got to give a shout out to him. He listed this hood. I called him. I told him I wanted it, but I couldn't get there till later in the day, and he held it for me. And so 2 thumbs up to him. And if you guys are ever looking for parts, hit up Josh. And another guy, AJ Lip, he helped me out quite a bit too with bumpers, the bumper on the back. He goes to Texas, gets clean sheet metal. So it's an OE bumper. It's an original equipment bumper. It's not aftermarket. And he was in Texas and got one off in HD. And so again, I went with the what they call the monochrome look, where everything's painted out and whatnot. And I kind of went crazy on it. I mean, the tailgate I had was a clean Texas gate. And I got the brand new piece from GM. All this trim, all the handles, everything was brand new. The bolts were brand new from GM. People are going to think I'm stupid. I even went with brand new cables, brand new strikers. All the rubber bumpers on the end and everything was all replaced.
Oh, it was all attention to detail.
Tail lights, all of it. So, I mean, it literally has a new truck slam.
Well, you notice how like a lot of guys will like smoke the rear tail lights and stuff?
Yep.
Keeping it factory looking red, it really blends in.
Yep.
Just keeps it classic, you know?
Yeah, I was looking I bought these taillights brand new, and when I was looking, I thought, well, I was looking for some jazzier taillights, and nothing really jumped out at me because I didn't want to black them out because there was too much red on the truck already. So I thought this was a better fit, and it's what I liked, and I put them on, and it grew on me, and I liked it.
I mean, clean, guys. I mean, there's not a lick of dirt on here. I don't think you would drive this thing if it was raining.
No.
So, yeah, cab corners, rockers. Look at this. Look at this, guys. How many miles are on this truck currently?
130,000.
That's still pretty low.
Yep, motor studded. Got one of Ryan's 64s on it. And this truck was gold. I'm sure we'll have a photo of that, the before and after, so you can see what it was. So this was a complete color change on top of it.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to go, well, Victory Red, another Victory Red truck. Well, the reason it is the other truck I kind of mimicked this after was Victory Red. So that's why we stayed with that. And all my other trucks are white anyways.
Yeah, every one of them.
All my Texas trucks that I've had.
No, you got the red because of me. Yep. Yep.
So her daily driver was the 4-door short bed dually. It was bright red, and it was all tricked out. It was all redded out too, and she loved that truck. And she was willing to give it up and sell it so I could get a first Duramax, and we really needed to. And long and short is, I chased that truck down. I sold it to the guy. He called me. He wanted to sell it back to me, and I didn't have the money at the time. And the truck went away. Well, lo and behold, one night I found it on the internet, and I called the guy on it, and I said, can you send me some photos? I want to see if it's rusty, so on and so forth, if the doors got rusty. And the truck ended up down in Kansas. And so I contacted the sales guy. He never got back to me right away. I called him about an hour later. He goes, you ain't going to believe this. Some guy just walked in and bought the truck. He goes, you wouldn't believe how nice that truck was. I said, well, I probably would because I built it. And he's like, really? And I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, it was beautiful. It's gone. So I tried to get the truck back for her. I wanted to buy it back and surprise her with it, and I just couldn't pull it off and make it happen. So when I seen this truck came through auction and it was gold, I didn't care what the color was. They make paint. It's no big deal. But being a short bed already and being a dually, I was way ahead of the game. But I ended up stripping, like I say, everything out of this truck, drivetrain-wise, rebuilding it, put a real dually rear end, got rid of the one with the adapters on. It was two-wheel drive. We showed that. We did the conversion and everything else. So she doesn't know it, but I'm giving it to her, and she can do whatever she wants with it. If she wants to keep it, she'll keep it. If she wants to sell it, she'll sell it. But I don't know.
You're going to be sad if she sells it.
Maybe, yeah, but I think she'll hang on to it for a while, and I think we'll have some fun with it. Take it to maybe a few car shows and take our grandkids out in the back seat and, Maybe even hook our nice little red boat behind it and go to the lake with it. Who knows? It'd be a fun toy.
Oh, she's coming. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off.
Same wheels.
You and dualies, man, I'm telling you. So what did it have under the hood?
That had a 454 Vortec in it. Right after we got this done, we put Flowmaster exhaust on it, and the windows were all tinted out black. And I mean, it was a good looking truck. It only had 19,000 miles on it. And one Sunday morning, I'll never forget this, she took it to church, and she left church and didn't know there was an unmarked state trooper next to her, and came off the stop sign and gassed her, and state trooper decided to pull her over.
Really?
Yep, and she didn't get a single ticket. Had it been me, I'd have still been in jail. But
wow.
She didn't get a single ticket.
I had my Bible next to me because I just came from
she
church.
came from church.
And
no
Lindsay
lie.
was there, and she was in Sunday school, and yeah.
Yep, and never got a ticket out of the whole deal. Not even a warning ticket. So, yeah. It'd been me. It'd been a stack of
Yeah,
tickets.
you would've gotten a
lost
ticket.
My license, yeah.
Puffed you and
Handcuffed.
stuffed you.
Exactly.
Well, it's too bad you couldn't get it back.
Yeah. So I was telling him the story about how we sold it to the guy in Missouri. We sold it so we could get our first Duramax.
I legitimately cried when that truck drove out of the driveway, and I don't normally get super emotionally attached. There's always another one down the road, and there's always something else to buy, and I actually cried when it drove out the driveway.
It's interesting that you said that, because Melanie cried when the LMM Duramax, when I had to get rid of it when the kids had to go to the Christian school, we couldn't afford to keep the truck. That's when we got rid of it. She actually she bawled her eyes out. That truck left the driveway. Mm-hmm. So I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was a fun truck.
So I did build it for you. But I knew you were willing to give this up so we could get our first truck, our first Duramax. So the backstory is, yes, I bought this truck at auction. Like I said, it was already a dually, everything else. And because my wife was willing to give up her truck so we could get our first Duramax, and I still got it, I wanted to try to get this truck back, and I couldn't pull it off. I couldn't get it. I tried numerous times. I don't even know where the truck is anymore.
Do you know what the VIN number is?
Probably.
Can you imagine
Probably.
flashing that out? I bet you people would be all over that.
Yeah. So, you know, you work so hard here. You're kind of an unsung hero at this shop. You are. I mean, she handles every call that comes through here. And guys, if you knew the amount of hours and time she puts in here, and if it wasn't for her, she keeps us all together and in place. And so, like I say, I wanted to build something really cool, something that was super, super nice, super clean. I know red's her color. She loves red. And something that not everybody has. I mean, you couldn't get this truck in 2004 and a
That's
half.
like I said. You could probably sell it for $70,000.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, somebody
She
would
might
pay
by
it.
the end of the day. Honey, I built it for you.
I knew you were very closed-lipped about every time I would ask you about this and how much longer before it's going to get done and what are you going to sell it for, and you never really answered me.
And
so
I always changed the subject. See, I was
you
good
did,
at that.
You did.
See? And I actually had to lie to you. Ryan and I both had to lie to you. Because
Why are you bringing me in?
yeah, I am. I'm bringing you into this. I'm bringing you into it
Oh, I
because
remember. It was that one day we were sitting in my
Point
office.
blank
and
asked
you
us.
You point blank asked me. That's
'Cause-
right.
I guess
But
1 in
I love you.
33, yeah.
so
I love you too.
yep. So you're gonna have fun with your truck. I already envisioned the boys in the back seat and us going to a driving car show.
Well, can she take
Ryan
off
and Becca can take
now
the
that
drag
it's?
truck because it's a two-seater and they can follow us. I got it all figured out in my tiny little head, in my tiny little brain. The
Yeah,
gears,
they
the
could.
gears keep turning.
They could just put an Allison together with your eyes closed.
Yeah,
You know.
sometimes
I
my
get it.
gears are stripped out, but they catch gear and I go again. Oh yeah, I had the tunes cranked up when I was coming down the highway this morning.
I heard.
All right, she's selling it now.
No, don't, and then don't have traction bar. It'll probably hit the blocks out.
That'd be funny. It'd be good YouTube content. Hey, I may or may have not have done that, or him.
Yeah, the burnouts.
Yeah.
Avoid the puddles.
Oh, there's a puddle right there. Them super swampers were sweet.
Down the highway, it's unbelievable.
Man, I think she knew.
I think she did know, but I think she likes it too.
Yeah, that was special.
So, yeah.
Ryan, did you cry? So, what do you think your mom's gonna do with the truck?
I don't know.
She's gonna sell it.
She's gonna sell it.
She's gonna move to Mexico.
See, I think the reason behind Mark doing this was because he wants to build a bigger shop at home. So he's like, well, Carrie's not going to go for this, but if she has a truck now that he
Ooh!
that's where I think we were just
Can't
talking
lift the
about.
house, can't sink the garage. Build her a lifted truck. We got to put up a bigger shop.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, smart.
Yeah, sorry, honey. We'll get the deck done. You know, we'll get the landscaping done around the yard like you want it, and then we'll build another shop.
She's gonna go mudding with it now.
She can clean it.
And she's gonna be like, here you go. This is for you hiding all your little secrets.
Yeah. That truck runs pretty smooth, doesn't it?
Yeah, it whistles good.
Yeah, and I had it going down the highway today, and I stomped on it. I had it up to about 65 mile an hour, and them tires aren't even balanced. And I said something to BJ, and he said, no, I got the same tires on his dually. He says, I've never balanced them. He says, you know what it is? It's like 6 fat guys fighting each other. He says, it evens out.
Well, I appreciate you guys letting me get this moment on camera. Actually, I know it's kind of awkward, you know. You're like, what are you doing? But I think it's really cool. It's really humbling to see this. So, but yeah, Carrie, tear it up.
I will.
I know you will. But hey, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about the overall build so far, how it's turned out. Maybe I'll get this back on here on the channel. I'm sure it's going to stay in the family for a very long time.
And you the guys that thought it was a giveaway?
Yeah, this is not a giveaway. So, well, all right. Hey, that's it. We'll see you on the next one.
Stay tuned.
Okay, now on to the most crappiest Duramax. This right here, I will tell you what, y'all. This right here, line it up with anything you got other than a Tesla. Good luck. That's all I gotta say. We don't want to talk what's underneath this hood, but
What do you mean? It's been on the channel before. Yeah.
it has. But we got to show them the drywall screws.
What? Oh. I didn't do this.
Where's your
We were already
tailgate, man?
It has issues with staying on.
Oh, so it just fell off while you're driving?
Was this like a latch delete or like a?
Did you delete that off there?
That's a Midwest delete.
Is that for more power? Is that how that works? Oh, gosh.
It was an option back.
It torqued itself off.
All right. I was walking by your truck.
So anybody who needs to fix their door handle, drywall screws apparently work very well.
That's so
For
smart.
4 years I've owned the truck, those have been in there.
Okay, that's really smart.
Yeah.
What's going on with this?
The bed is so tweaked and the taillight tabs are busted, so you just drill random holes and make the taillights hold in.
Hey, man, it looks good.
Yeah.
And what's 132 mean?
That was a number from when I was at the track.
How'd you do at the track?
Fast enough to be dangerous.
Nice.
12-1 at 106 on a base tune.
Very cool, very cool.
If you need to mount a gauge in a hurry, duct tape works for everything.
Okay. Very.
They all wire the light to it.
Yep, very legit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, security.
Hey,
Oop.
here, don't tip that. I need to know where
Sorry. So, hey, real talk though, guys. This is like Wife Max 2.0.
1.0. I built it before Wife Max.
That is true. But it pretty much has the same exact mods, with the exception of things that are going on in there that would beat the Wife Max.
It's like I don't know what's on Wife Max anymore.
Why are you squatting in the front?
I was set up for truck pulling, and I just never unset it up for truck pulling.
So what you're saying is that there's no torsion keys? Or
They're
torsion
in there.
bolts?
The bolts are gone. They're in my toolbox.
You're riding with no bolts in the front?
Yeah, actually, ride's really nice.
So what is the reasoning? Because I know you got a lot of trucks. What is the reasoning why you daily drive this one?
Because it's a sleeper and it looks like crap and nobody suspects it.
You have less than 1 week left to win this Duramax. As a matter of fact, 10 times entries are live until July 9th. So head over to the truckmasterdiesel.com website. Hurry up and enter before this truck is gone forever.